what's your process? Because you were born and brought up in China.
Yeah.
You
lived in Korea.
Trained in Korea. Now you tour around the world and you are going out for the global presence. We're talking about your journey in India.
That's crazy.
Right.
But the thing is, I want to understand, I want to absorb and be inspired, but also share, so like I'm sharing to you what happened in China and Korea in terms of the entertainment system that I've been through, or this and that, how is it living there? And, I'm sharing, but also I'm learning a lot. Yeah.
But have you ever felt that you have to play by the rules of a certain country?
Play rules? And
like,
I mean,
when you're
I said, it's common sense. I think it's common sense. Like,
but what's your identity then? Like, see, every musician has some kind of core meaning and identity in the message, which they bring out and then they share in the world.
Yeah.
And the world kind of loves that. They appreciate them for that particular reason.
I think for
what do
me,
you truly feel?
I feel like I've always been a performance artist, and
what
I
do you
think
mean by that?
like my performance, the dynamics of my performance, like live, right? And for me, I think a lot of people know me, but not know as much of my music. I think that is a problem. And I think...
why do you think so?
I don't know. I think maybe I'm not talking about my music enough. I've been just talking about some other random things, but like, yeah. I think this is a problem that I'm trying to figure out too. But this album that I'm prepping, it's called Magic Man 2. And, as the previous songs that I made in my youth as a kid, I've always been like, I want to be cool. I want to do this. I want to be this and that. And then I took a year off because I haven't been resting for more than 10 years. I feel like I'm always outputting, but I'm not receiving. I'm not thinking. I'm not reflecting. And I just took a year off. I was just thinking, so what is cool? I'm just starting, like, I understand we want to be cool in our youth, but what is cool, right? And I start to just think, like, maybe it's just being proud of who you are and just being that. And everyone's standard of happiness is different, right? Just find yours. And I start to dig deep on who I am. Like, what do I love? What do I not love? And what do I believe in, right? What does everything mean? What's the value of my life currently, right? And what's my lane? And then I just started to write personal diaries, and I just converted them into music. About the entire album Magic Man 2 is talking about how I feel. I've never talked about how I feel. I never even written a song for myself. It was just like, oh, this concept is cool, but it looks cool because someone else did it, not you. You get what I mean? Like, it's like you said, you're wearing someone's jacket, you're borrowing it, but it doesn't look. It's not you. So I'm just starting to tap. I started to tap into that mentality. Entire album is about how I feel about reality. We all have dreams, but what's the reality? And what's humanity? Dealing with people around us, like, is it just about benefits? And when it comes to you losing everything, who's left around you? Just things like that, just humanity. And what I think about society, industry, any industry. Oh, is it just a show? And every IP is a product, right? And when you're done, they just move on. People just move on to the next show. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
And then that's how I view everything. And also talking about my feelings when I was going through all that, because I debuted at 19. I missed out on my youth. I witnessed all the very amazing moments, memorable moments, but also some dark shit too, Like, I was a kid. I didn't know. I wasn't ready for the industry. I was just lucky enough to be a part of it. And then I was just looking, feeling everything. I meet people. Oh shit, this guy fucked me up. And then like I meet another person, like, oh, he's very good people. And then like just all sorts of stuff, bro. Like the system, this is the system, this is the gameplay, like that. Certain things agreed and then not agreed. Like just a lot of emotions involved. Yeah, man, it's a crazy ride. There's so much more that I feel like it's too crazy to say, but like I questioned humanity so much. I'm like, how can humans do this?
What? Give
Like
me
just
an
like
example.
it's too bro. Like anyway,
But give me an example. I'm interested to know that. I'm interested
Well-
to know your thought process now. You just said that I've talked about so many things. I've not talked about myself. So now let's talk about you and your music and everything that you just said. Like, who are you? What do you love? What do you not love? The question you ask about humanity. Let's go one by one. I want to know about that.
100%, man. I feel honored to share it to you. So the album is talking about all these feelings that I have towards that, right? When I zoomed out and was looking at everything, I feel like that. I feel like this. I'm talking about my feelings and my personal diaries, and the song's made.
Yeah.
These are the lyrics of the song is the diary. So there are songs like High Alone. Like there's 4 chapters in my album.
Okay.
From manic highs to losing control to realization, and lastly to acceptance.
Okay. So
And
let's
I feel
start with high.
right. And every single song, I feel like that's the entire process of when you encounter any situation in life. That's the entire process. That's life itself. This 4 chapter.
Yeah.
Right. Manic highs. I feel like we're always, every single day, we might be surrounded with a lot of people that we really love. A lot of people like it's just working, or like just a lot of people around us constantly, every day. But we are all at some point, we know that we can't not admit we do feel lonely inside. Right? That's the fact of it. And we all die alone. But it's not a good thing. It's not a bad thing. It's just facts that we just need to accept. Right? That's how I felt. And also in the music video, I explained that, but also I describe how I felt about the industry. Like I was telling you, it's a show. I don't know if you watched my music video or not, but I will send it to you. It's me in a water tank, right? Just a show, and people are watching it. And then boom, I can't get out of the water tank. I die in the water tank. I'm using this analogy to express how I feel about this, my statement, my message. And people watch the show, they clap, and they move on. It's just a show at the end of the day. You're just a product. It's not a good thing. It's not a bad thing. It's just facts, right? So accept that. And then the second chapter, like there's some songs that I wrote about G-Bad.
Okay.
Gotta be life is so great, but you know, we always want to share love. We always want to like support people, give love to people.
Yeah.
But sometimes people take advantage of that. And you just have to be you get what I mean? So not because we want to be a bad person in those situations. It's more like we got to protect our own will.
Did someone do that to you?
100%. I'm sure somebody did that to you too.
Give me an example.
Have someone done that to you?
Somebody
That you have to be a bad person from what it looks like, but only to protect yourself because they crossed the line.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. But give me a situation when it happened with you.
There is someone that I consider really, really good brother, right? And then to a point that it's also my fault, but it's a good lesson learned, where I trust so much. I'm like, just take care of this, you know, and then I'll do my part. I can focus on here, but it's a working relationship. Yeah. But then you just took advantage of that and just took everything away. But it's not about the material that I lost.
It's the trust that you lost.
Is here, bro. Is the heartbreak here, and that shit can't be undone. But I'm sure everybody has their own story on that. But so that's like another song about how I feel, and that's life.
You spoke about high point. Tell me the highest point which you have felt in your life.
Highest point? What do you mean?
You said the highs of life, the lows of life. When did you feel this is the highest? Like this, I'm at my peak. Like everything to you looked like fantasy, wonderland.
I haven't experienced that yet, but in my story, I felt like whenever I'm touring, I just feel like I feel alive. And when I don't have to be responsible on the things that I was not good at. Back in the day, I wasn't good at, what do I know about finance, bro? What do I know about legal terms, right? Now I have ChatGPT that could cover a little bit, but what do I know about that? I wasn't trained for that, right? And what do I know about business? What do I know about investment? Nothing. I just trust.
Yeah.
Right? But it's also my responsibility now thinking back, right? At that point, I didn't have to care about that. I was just fighting. I was just sprinting, and I was just focusing on performing creative strategy, directing, writing treatments. I was just in my bubble. But I know like life is not just about that. The responsibility is 360. So there are a lot of stuff I learned. But all those songs that I wrote is just certain moments from the diary. Man, I feel like you really got to be a sometimes. Life is so great, but got to be a time. That's another song.
So you became to that person?
Definitely, man. 100%, bro. Not that person, just these kind of people.
Okay. What did you do? How do you analyze these kind of people?
I don't think they think that, a bad person is a bad person, but they will never think they're a bad person.
Yeah. But how would you know that they're a bad person and you need to be
because there's no it's not something as a brother you would do and as a family you would do, right? That's just not common sense to me, at least. But they did it. And they did it, but at that moment I just thought like that's why there are these songs. You get what I mean? Mm-hmm. But then do I currently in my situation at like right now, if you ask me, do I think they're wrong? Probably not. Cause probably they're just trying to hustle in their own. They're just like probably businessmen on steroids. You get what I mean? Like
breach of trust is just pure evil. That's it.
Yeah, but at the end, that's what I feel about reality. People are just like that. This is humanity, bro.
You also talked about low point. Tell me the lowest point.
That's a low point, bro. Like that shit, it really killed me, really internally. And it took me a year to recover from it, and now I'm good because all those songs in the album is just my memories that I've been through all these chapters. Another song about humanity that I feel people don't love to hate. They just hate to love. You get what I mean? People, because it takes more energy to love something than hate something.
Yeah.
Because that's what I felt. People are just, hate to say it, but reality of just society, bro. Everyone's trying to live, right? So I understand that now. But at first, when I encountered that, I wasn't ready for it.
What did you feel at that point? Were you depressed?
Betrayed, man. Betrayed, bro.
But did you go low or you wanted to take revenge?
Of course, at a certain moment, losing control, I really wanted to take a revenge. But then at the end, I just accepted it. It took me a long time to just accept and move on with it. So that's why I have a song at the end of the album called Made Me a Man. Whatever this yin yang, bro. Good comes with the bad, bad comes with the good. It's just life. What's good without the bad and what's bad without the good, same shit. So that's a process of growing up and being mature. And this entire thing is my journey and I'm just sharing it for people. I'm sure everyone has that journey in different aspect. And the entire thing is called Magic Man 2. Magic Man 2 is a character with dark makeup. Why? What does it even mean? It means that people see me as Jackson Wang, see me like in this suit, like this. But at that period, and 5-6 years, what did I feel inside? I feel like that. I felt like that. That's my internal emotions. I felt shit at a very, very crazy moment because of the reality of everything, the humanity of everything. But now looking back, I'm recovered. I accepted it and move on and I matured. I feel like I learned. And I feel like everyone through the process of life after entering industry, even in school, like you, at some point in your life, you will have your own version of that. Everyone needs to go through your own Magic Man to mature. And probably this happens to our parents too.
थैंक यू सो मच ये क्लिप एंड तक देखने के लिए. अगर आपको और भी ऐसी क्लिप्स देखनी है तो राज शमानी क्लिप्स चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर लीजिए.